Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jesse with Connects High Performance, and today I'm going to help all you young athletes out there as you make the transition into high school sports. So, congratulations, you made it into high school. You are one step closer to reaching the dream of becoming a collegiate athlete. And it finally hits you that you can't just rely on talent. You need to train with the purpose of developing muscle, strength, power, and speed. But here's the question. Should you be jumping on the latest fad workout that you found online? Maybe, but probably not. Let's talk about how you should be training to get to that next level. And yeah, it's a little different from your middle school days. So stick around because I've got a great 4-day workout program just for you. So let's get into it. All right, as a high school freshman, you need a program that develops muscle, strength, power, and speed so you're ready to dominate in any sport. I've put together a 4-day training plan, 1 hour each day that's periodized over 12 weeks, and it's split into 3 4-week blocks. First, a hypertrophy block to grow muscle. Second, a strength block to get you as strong as possible. And third, a power block to make you explosive. Plus, I've got a track and field day to help boost your speed. You'll train Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, let's break it down. Every day, start with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up. Think dynamic stretching like leg and arm swings and a light jog to get your blood pumping. Now, a quick disclaimer. I'm going to assume you've spent your middle school years developing proper movement patterns and overall general physical preparedness. That said, Block 1 will consist of weeks 1 through 4 with the primary goal of muscle hypertrophy. Muscle hypertrophy is simply building muscle to set you up for success. We're working at 75 to 85% of your 1 rep max, aiming for 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps, and resting about 60 to 90 seconds between sets. This is the sweet spot for hypertrophy and a little bit of strength. For day 1, I want you starting off the week strong with lower body. We want to hit your legs hard while you're still fresh. Start with back squats. 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at 75 to 85% of your 1RM. Squats are often referred to as the king of lower body exercises, and for good reason. The squat is a fundamental movement pattern, and when trained in a full range of motion, there's no other exercise that's better for the total body at creating a hypertrophic and strength stimulus. Next, we'll train the hinge pattern. A great choice here is the Romanian deadlift. With fatigue becoming a factor after squats, we'll want to do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps at 60 to 75% of your 1RM. The penultimate exercise will be good old walking lunges with dumbbells. This will satisfy the locomotive movement pattern. Again, fatigue will warrant a lighter load like 60 to 75% of your 1RM while performing 3 sets of 8 to 12 per leg. Finally, we'll finish with some direct core work. You can do whatever your favorite exercises are, but hopefully do them in order from bottom up, like leg lifts, rotational, like Russian twists, and lastly, top-down exercises like regular old crunches. Do 3 sets of each exercise for 20 to 30 seconds per. Now, on to day 2. We'll be working your upper body. First up, incline bench press. I prefer this variation for athletes, but if all you have is a flat bench, that also works to satisfy the push movement pattern. Do 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at 75 to 85% of 1RM. Next are some bent over rows. 3 sets of 8 to 12 at 60 to 75% of 1RM. And follow this pulling movement pattern with a vertical push movement pattern. The dumbbell shoulder press. Again, using moderate weight at 60 to 75% of 1RM, we'll do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Finally, we'll wrap up with pull-ups. 3 sets, aiming for as many reps as you can. If you can't perform a pull-up, simply jump to get your chin above the bar, then control the eccentric and repeat until you feel yourself dropping quickly even if you're trying your hardest to control it all the way down. Day 3 is a full body workout that ties it all together. First up, deadlifts. My preference for athletes is with the trap bar, but if you don't have access to one, the barbell version, it works. At this age, we don't want to max out deadlifts, especially since we already should be under considerable stress from our squats from earlier in the week. 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at 75 to 85% of 1RM, while resting 90 seconds to 2 minutes will help build a strong foundation. Next, we'll hit that incline press again, this time with dumbbells. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps at 60 to 75% of 1RM. We'll follow that up with chin-ups or even lat pull-downs if chin-ups are also too difficult. Stick to 3 sets of as many reps as possible. Finally, we'll finish with farmer's carries. 3 sets of 30 seconds with heavy dumbbells. Try anywhere between 50 and 75% of your body weight split between 2 dumbbells. Keep the rests minimal, so no more than 60 seconds after each set. Day 4 is going to take place outside of the gym. We're going to take it to the track or a nicely manicured park, hopefully with no divots for obvious reasons. This day is all about speed and explosiveness. We're also doing plyometrics, but limiting it to about 80-foot contacts. After warming up, we'll start with some bodyweight jumps, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Then we'll perform some depth drop jumps, 3 sets of 4 to 6 off something short like a park bench, stone, or cement blocks. It doesn't have to be very high, somewhere around a 12-inch drop works great. Follow those up with some single leg hops, 3 sets of 5 per leg over 5 to 10 yards, and finish with some high quality sprints of 380 total yards. Let's break it down. Try 6 sets of 10-yard starts, 4 sets of 20-yard sprints, 3 sets of 40-yard dashes, and lastly, 3 flying 20s. These consist of a 20-yard build-up into a 20-yard sprint. The next block is primarily for strength gains. By now, your body should be ready for more intense work, so we'll be lifting at 80 to 90% of your 1RM with 4 to 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps with 2 to 3 minutes rest in between sets. Once again, day 1 consists of lower body. Of course, we'll start with squats again. This time, 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps at 80 to 90% of your 1RM. Then barbell Romanian deadlifts. 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps at 75 to 85% of your 1RM. Next is everyone's favorite, the rear foot elevated split squats. 3 sets of 5 to 6 per leg at 75% to 85% of your 1RM. The barbell variation works, but I would prefer dumbbells here to limit the loading of the spine, especially after doing high intensity squats and RDLs. We'll finish the day with hanging leg raises, 3 sets of 12 to 15. This is a great way to decompress your spine and build both core and hip flexor strength, which are crucial for sprinting. On day 2, we'll shift our focus again to upper body, starting off again with the barbell incline bench press. You can do flat bench, but incline bench will carry over better to sports. Do 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps at 80 to 90% of 1RM. Our vertical pull exercise are weighted pull-ups, 4 sets of 4 to 6. These are my favorite, but if you can't do any, a lat pull-down machine will be an adequate alternative. We'll follow that up with our vertical push exercise, the overhead press. Perform 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps at 75 to 90% of your 1RM. We'll finish up with single arm dumbbell rows. Do 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps per arm using heavy enough weight where your grip gives out first. Day 3 is another full body workout. Here we're combining it all. Front squats, bench press, trap bar deadlifts, all at 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at 75 to 85% of your 1RM. You can finish this day with your favorite core exercises similar to those on day 1 of the hypertrophy block. Just add 10 seconds to each while keeping the rest the same. Day 4 will also be the same, as the first training block, 80 plyo contacts, and 380 total yards of sprints. Just remember to keep trying to push that speed. Our last block is where we'll focus on developing your power. For athletes, power is what drives explosive actions like sprinting, jumping, throwing, or hitting. To accomplish power development, we're going to primarily be working at 50 to 70% of your 1RM and 3 to 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps. Our rest times will be on the longer side at 2 to 3 minutes. Moving the weight with intent is the key here. Really got to move those weights fast. Just like the previous blocks, day 1 will be all about the lower body. First up, power cleans. Now, this is a highly technical movement that requires the skill and mobility to perform. And at this stage, it's not uncommon for an athlete to lack both. And if that's the case for you, you could swap it out for a trap bar power shrug or a barbell high pull. Whichever movement you choose, do 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps at 60% of your 1RM. Now, quick note, if you have a qualified coach or trainer, it will be worth your time to learn how to properly execute power cleans. Cleans, along with the squat, become foundational lifts for every high-level program. Dumbbell jump squats are next. Perform 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps with light weight. Something around 20 to 25% of your total body weight split between 2 dumbbells. After potentiating your body with the first 2 exercises, we'll perform box jumps. Do 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps on a 24 to 30 inch box. Just remember to rest at minimum of 2 minutes to ensure your ATP and phosphocreatine can replenish. This is crucial for maximum power output. Finish up with some single leg standing calf raises. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg with the heaviest dumbbell your hand can hold. Day 2 is once again upper body day. The big compound lift here is a barbell push press for 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps at 65% of your 1RM. Follow that up with 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps of medicine ball slams. Remember, we want to move as fast as possible, so you don't need a heavy medicine ball. Something between an 8 to 10 pound ball works great. Plyo push-ups are a staple for most power-based upper body programs. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And finally, we'll finish with 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps of chin-ups. Again, if chin-ups just aren't in your wheelhouse, you can either use a band for assistance or simply do an inverted row. Day 3 is once again full body. First up, barbell hang cleans. Do 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps at 65% of your 1RM. Once again, skill and mobility play a big role here. And if you lack both, dumbbell hang cleans are a great alternative. Next, we have 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps of squat jumps. It's important to note that this block, it's not about heavy lifting, but rather moving light weights fast. So don't load your barbell up with more than 30 to 50% of your 1RM and make sure you land softly. That same lightweight approach applies to the next exercise, flat bench barbell throws. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. This exercise can be a little more on the dangerous side, so if you don't have spotters or safeties, swap this out for medicine ball chest passes into the wall or the floor. And while you have that medicine ball out, we'll be doing rotational med ball throws. I want throws with high intent for 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps per side with a 5 to 10 pound ball. And finally, day 4, continue with the same template, 80 plyo foot contacts and 380 total yards of sprints. Now, a few quick tips. For hypertrophy, add 5 to 10 pounds when 8 reps feel easy. For strength, add 5 to 10 pounds when 6 reps feel solid. For power, add 5 pounds if your speed stays pretty high. On day 4, increase box height or reps every 2 weeks if you're feeling good. Test your 1 rep max before starting and between blocks to keep progressing. Also, for day 4, try to use a track or turf field. Focus on form and decrease volume if you're too sore. You don't want high levels of fatigue while training with high volume and intensity. It's a recipe for an overuse injury and maybe even a traumatic one. And needless to say, we don't want that. So, there you have it. This program will prepare you for the higher level sports you'll be competing in now that you're a freshman. Just remember, stay well hydrated and fuel your body with good nutrition. In particular, get your protein in. At minimum, consume 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, if you want to know the difference between training as a high school athlete versus a college or professional athlete, click here. Drop a comment, let me know how your training changed from middle school to high school. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips to level up your game. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.